Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for this week's video. My husband and I are going away for the weekend for Valentine's Day and for our anniversary. We're going to Georgia. We're stopping by Atlanta first, and then we're just gonna head out to like a small town by Atlanta. I found a cute little dome on Airbnb and I'm so excited. I just love like the woods and hiking and everything. So I thought since I'm gonna be at a small town, I could read a book set in a small town too. So I have a book in mind. I actually have a couple of books in mind. I was thinking either Beartown or Elsie Silver's first series. I'm just gonna go to Barnes & Noble later today or tomorrow and I'll let you know what book I end up choosing. Hey guys, I leave tonight for Atlanta. I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday and I ended up picking up Beartown by Frederick Backman. I've heard so many things about this author. He has very acclaimed books. A lot of his popular books have been turned into either TV shows or movies. I have very high expectations for this book and I'm just excited to read about like a small town, like winter vibes in a small town that's gonna be so cold. I'll keep you updated. Hey guys, the audio is probably gonna not be great. We have heaters going, but we can't turn them off because we're freezing to death. We drove from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta. We stayed a night in Atlanta at a friend's house and then we drove like an hour and a half here. But already from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta, that was like 9 hours and a half. So we spent the night there and then we spent the entire day in Atlanta. I thought you needed a little bit of context because I recorded everything, but I didn't talk much. But I wanted to give you a haul of everything I bought at the little cute shops that I found in Atlanta. I bought this like macaroon bunny and it's so cute. Also, since I'll be reading this trip, Jose got a Stephen King book. He also got a Sonny Angel. I also got this one, like the cat version. In case you didn't know, I collect bookmarks and I got this like cat paw one and they also gifted me this random bookmark. So in Atlanta at a coffee shop, I started Beartown. I'm really enjoying the writing and the vibes. The vibes are like winter and hockey, so they fit like my current setting so well. But yeah, I'll keep reading and I'll keep you updated. Good morning guys. I'm so sorry that like the angles and the audio in these clips are probably not gonna be the greatest, but we woke up at the dome. It was so cold last night, like it was so cold. So I didn't end up reading last night. I watched Severance and then I literally didn't want to like take my hands out of the heated blanket. So then we just went to bed. And now today we're all ready to go out and I think I'm just gonna look for like cute little spots where we can read. But I just wanted to update you because I've been recording like a lot of clips but I haven't been talking that much, so I just wanted to give a little context as to what's going on. But I did want to show you like the dome in the morning because it is really pretty. That's our view. It's like very winter vibes, which matches the book a lot. Hey guys, we're back at the cabin. We just spent all day in town. We rode this like mountain coaster and it was so fun. I think I'm gonna add the clip here because it's so funny. We read for a little bit at a coffee shop, but now I think I'm gonna take advantage that it's not that cold. Like it's actually pretty nice weather right now, and I'm gonna read a little in the hammock. You're currently sitting like on a wooden table by the fireplace, like little setup that they have here. This is actually a perfect setting because the book opens up, like this is not a spoiler, but the book opens with a character shooting someone else in the woods. That's the first scene, and then you're told that the story that you're gonna read is the story of how it got there. I love the writing so far. I've annotated quite a bit. I love the pacing. The way it's written is we get introduced different characters and each of the characters gets like their own little section, but the thing they have in common is they all live in Beartown, which is a very small town. It's described as a town that isn't doing very well. Tourists don't want to go there. Locals just want to get out of there. Other characters have described it as like you can't live in Beartown, you can just survive there. But it hasn't always been this way. It used to be a successful town because their hockey team used to be like very competitive, and that like put the town on the map, I guess. So it like gets put on the map when their hockey team is doing good. It hasn't done well for years. Right now I don't know anything, like I don't know where the story is going. That's all I know basically. My setting couldn't be more perfect. It has like peak small town vibes. It's so small, like you can literally walk around it and get to know the entire town in like less than an hour probably. Like there's not that much to do, and where I'm staying it's like surrounded by woods, which Beartown is also like in the middle of the woods. That's how it's like described. So yeah, those are like my thoughts on the book so far. And yeah, right now I'm just gonna read. I'm excited to see where this goes, especially given my setting. Like this is so perfect actually. I should do this more often, like make my real life setting match the book I'm reading. You should do it too. Hey everyone, it's so nice seeing you again. It's been a couple of days since I finished Beartown, and I think it's finally time for me to dive into my thoughts and give you my final rating on the book. So about the actual plot, there's not much else to say besides what I already said in the previous clip, back in the woods. It's a small town, very cold, barely on the map, and their hockey team carries a lot of responsibility, like economically and politically too. So the hockey team is very important to everyone in that small town, and everyone's eyes are on the team because they have a really big game coming up that will basically define the future of the town and potentially put the town on the map again. I love the writing. I annotated a lot of this book. It has so many great quotes, and I wouldn't say it's like lyrical writing, as in like the quotes aren't necessarily like the most beautiful quotes ever, but the story is just so raw and the characters are so relatable that I just found myself highlighting a lot of their thoughts. The pacing is also non-linear, which means the author jumps like to the future, to the past, and back to the present a lot, but it's very easy to follow, and I feel like it helps give the characters a lot of depth, and it helps keep you on your toes because he'll like give you a taste of something that either happened in the past or is happening in the future, and it just makes you want to keep reading. It's also multiple POV, which means you follow multiple characters and their points of views at the same time, and I did love that we have multiple main characters and they're all given so much depth. But not just the main characters, also a lot of the side characters are given backstories and depth so that you get attached to a lot of the characters. This part is really important to me because although the book is written by a man, I appreciated the way it was handled. Bear with me, I'll try to explain without spoiling anything. So in the story, you have this one big event happen, and I suggest you look up trigger warnings for this book before you go into it. This big event that happens, I felt that it was treated with a lot of care, and I actually felt that the author did his research and actually did the work of sitting down with real women and getting their points of views, and I think that really shows in the female characters in the story. And the female points of views aren't like male gazy, if that makes sense. I hope I explained that well. All in all, I love the book. It was the perfect book for the setting I was in. I feel like I nailed my choice there because I was literally in a small town. It was freezing cold. I also, like I said, got attached to a lot of the characters, so I will be continuing this series. I think this is a trilogy. I might be wrong. I actually didn't even know it was a series up until I started reading it. My final rating for this book is 4.5 stars. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Like I said, I had so much fun. If you want to keep up with me in between me posting videos, because I do have a 9 to 5, so it does get a little busy, you should definitely follow my Instagram. I post a lot on there. I'm very active. I'll link my Fable down below. We have a book club over there. We would love for you to join us. And I also keep you updated on what I'm reading and what I rate the books I read on there, and also on my Goodreads if you prefer Goodreads to Fable. I also have a TikTok, so I'll also link that down below, but the content on there is a little like all over the place. It's not necessarily like book related. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye guys!